G'day YouTube, Down to Bricks here. What you building? We've got a 2016 Star Wars set today, the Carbon Freezing Chamber. Set 75137, has 231 pieces and comes with 3 awesome minifigs, so let's check them out. Okay, we're going to start with Han Solo and Han in Carbonite. I really love the printing on both of these. So Han is listed as a new minifig for this set, but the only difference is that he has dark brown legs this time. With the Carbonite encasing, it's actually mounted on a little stand, so you can just stand it up. That just makes it easier to take it on and off the carbon chamber. So as you can see, there's no rear torso printing, but you can see some of the alternate face print sticking out below the hairline. And there is the face printing. Okay, now we're going to step it up with 2 awesome figs. Doesn't matter how many times I see this Boba Fett, I just absolutely love it. It's one of my all-time favourite minifigs. Over the past 5 years, we've had several variants of this Boba Fett until we got the best ever one in the UCS Slave 1 in early 2015. And this one here is exactly the same as that UCS version, except it doesn't have the arm printing. And there he is without his weapon, and there's just so many things to like about this minifig. There's so much detail in the torso and leg printing. The dual coloured pauldron is a very nice touch. The markings on the helmet, it just is a beautiful minifig. And if that's not enough to get you excited, we get Ugnaught. So how good is that? We get a brand new Star Wars minifig that we've never gotten before, and it's one great looking minifig. It has some awesome torso printing, but the head mold is just fantastic. It looks brilliant. The paint and the sculpting is just top notch. And just to have a look at Boba Fett's face print, so the arm printing is not the only difference between this version and the UCS Boba Fett. The face print is slightly different as well. And a look from the back, and a better look at the rear torso print. I'm really loving the overall print on Ugnaught. So this set has a few play features, so we're going to have a look at those. But before we get into that, just to have a bit of a look around it. Now they've really tried to highlight it with as much orange and trans orange pieces as they could, and that really looks good. And I really like how they've used that trans orange to highlight the staircase. And the look from the other side and from the back. So one of the great things about this set is there's no stickers at all. So we do get a printed tile here to show the operating console for the freezing chamber. One of the play features is this lift. And the box art shows Ugnaught riding this lift. So the other play feature we have here is a little platform with a lever, and you can put Han on the platform and lift him up and down. And as you can see, it doesn't work too good. Let's try and move him down a little bit. Yeah, so even then it's not too good. And I'm not really sure what this is supposed to be. Is it just somewhere to hide Han out of the way? Is it supposed to represent the torture when he's being tortured, where he actually gets lowered down onto the bed of heat and needles and electricity and all that sort of stuff? I'm really not too sure. So what do you guys think it is? But the main play feature is Han getting frozen in Carbonite. So into the chamber, and out he comes, encased in Carbonite. So how that works is you have this front lever here, and you can pull that back and forth to bring him up and down, and it just turns to spin him around. So down he goes, spin him around, and there you have it. So okay guys, it's time to do a comparison. What I'd normally do is do a comparison, then take the other set away, and then wrap the whole video up with my thoughts on the set. But I'm going to bring another set in now, and I'm just going to give my thoughts on this carbon freezing chamber with the other set, because I really need that here to help me explain what the issues I have with the carbon freezing chamber. So let me grab that set. Okay, and here we go, and crikey, I can hear you guys saying you can't compare it to that set, and I totally understand what you're saying. Of course, this is the Death Star Final Duel set 75093. Now, it is a much bigger set. So it is 724 pieces, so it's like 3 times the size of the carbon freezing chamber, but I'm using this to help illustrate my point, but it's very hard to make a good set from a scene by only using 231 pieces. To me, the Death Star Final Duel is one of the best scene sets that LEGO have done. I just feel that the carbon freezing chamber is lacking quite a bit. And even with some of the play features, there's a lot of elements to the set that aren't correct to the actual scene. Now, the stairs, for example, they actually come down the stairs to the carbon freezing chamber, not up. Now, I'm not too disappointed with that. I mean, I understand why. You can't really sort of build the set up and then have stairs coming down. So I kind of understand that. The lift in the set is a mystery to me. Now, Ugnaught actually comes up from the carbon freezing chamber as he's being lifted up. I mean, it's all part of the chamber itself. There's no separate lift, so I don't really understand that. The play feature at the back with Han, it's a bit of a mystery to me what that is actually trying to achieve. The actual function of changing Han into carbonite, I think that is a really good function. But I just really wish this carbon freezing chamber set was actually a much larger set. I think if they had the 700, 800 odd pieces like they used in the Final Duel, I think they could have made an awesome carbon freezing chamber. Now in this wave, we've actually had 4 sets released at the same price point, and there's not a lot of big sets in this wave. There's really only one. So I really think they've tried to have a much fairer pricing point for a lot of the Star Wars sets this wave. And I mean, let's face it, it's aimed at the kids, and the kids are going to have a ball with this set because it is only a small set. You get 3 different play features. So I think the young ones are really going to enjoy it. But from the first time I heard of this set, I had high hopes for it, and I must say I am a little disappointed with it. Now you guys know how much I love Star Wars, and it actually hurts a little bit to say that. And to me this actually feels a little bit more of a superhero set where we're getting some great minifigs, but the set isn't quite living up to as good as what it should be. Now don't get me wrong, I think it's a pretty good set if you take into account the minifigs, the pricing, the piece count. Overall, LEGO have done a pretty good job with what they had to work with. But just for me personally, I really wish this had have been a larger set. Now we all know how good the old Cloud City set is, and I really hope one day that LEGO revisits the Cloud City set and we can have a whole new carbon freezing chamber in a large UCS style set. I mean, that would be a dream come true. But for now, we're going to have to be content with this model. Of course, if you really wanted to, you could buy 2 of these and really sort of make a larger carbon freezing chamber. And I did think about doing that, but I'm actually just going to leave this and, like I said, live in hope that we may get a UCS Cloud City set one day. But for now, this will be staying together. I will be putting it up on display with my other Star Wars sets. But of course, this is all just my opinion. I'd love to know what you guys think. Do you agree? Am I way off the mark with this? I don't know. Let me know, guys. Let's have a chat about it in the comments. And as usual, guys, I thank you for watching. I really appreciate your support. Please hit that thumbs up button. That would be awesome. and I'm going to have another Star Wars set for you guys real soon. So stay tuned for that, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.